Close Michigan Attorney General Bill Schuette today filed new, more serious charges in the Flint water crisis investigation, but also said the case is shifting to a new phase. Detroit Free Press. Detroit city officials in Flint, Michigan, have until October 23 to choose a long-term drinking water supply source for the city that provides residents with safe water, a federal judge ruled Tuesday. The summary judgment, or ruling without a full trial, by U.S. District Judge David M. Lawson comes after Flint City Council has balked for months at entering into a long-term deal for water supplies from the city of Detroit via the regional Great Lakes Water Authority. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and Michigan Department of Environmental Quality both support that arrangement, as do City of Flint administrators. But city council members have pushed a plan to treat raw water provided by the Karen-Yundi Water Authority, a Mid-Michigan and Thumbarea water agency in which the city has been a partner. More study, fewer pregnancies, more fetal deaths in Flint after lead levels rose in water. More. Bruno Mars announces $1 million donation to Flint water crisis efforts during Michigan concert. Lawson, in his ruling, noted that the city has not yet demonstrated that renovations to its water treatment plant are ready to adequately treat raw Karen-Yundi water, and time is up. There has been no resolution. The City Council has not voted on the negotiated agreement, it has not proposed an alternative, and the future of Flint's fragile water system, its safety, reliability and financial stability, is in peril, Lawson stated. Because of the city's indecision, the court must issue its ruling. Flint First Ward Councilman Eric Mays blasted a majority of the board for sitting on their hands. He said the council failed to meet and develop alternatives over the more than 3 months since the Department of Environmental Quality filed its motion in federal court. Now, in light of the council not doing their due diligence to come up with an alternative, right now we only have one real, viable source of water, and that's the Great Lakes Water Authority, he said. More booking photos of top Michigan officials released in Flint water crisis case. More. Steve Harvey tells Flint caller, enjoy your nice brown glass of water. Flint has used Great Lakes Water Authority water as a stopgap measure since the Flint water crisis came to light in October 2015. But it's come via first a 2-year agreement, then a series of Mont-Domant agreements that are not financially sustainable, the Michigan Environmental Department argued in its motion filed against the city in federal court. 9th Ward Councilman Scott Kincaid said he is concerned with the rate increases built into the proposed new 30-year deal with Great Lakes Water Authority, 2% to 4% rate increases each year, and a separate commodity rate increase. Our water rates are the highest in the state, and that's because of the rate increases passed on to Flint residents by Great Lakes Water Authority, he said. Kincaid said among the questions council members would discuss with their attorney on a conference call Wednesday is what long-term supply means in Lawson's ruling. More. 5 Michigan officials face manslaughter charges over Flint water crisis. More families who fled Flint won't receive new benefits, even if their children felt affects. The city of Flint, then under the direction of a state-appointed emergency manager, switched its water supply from Great Lakes Water Authority to the Flint River as a cost-saving measure in April 2014, but failed to use required anti-corrosive treatment. Drinking water pipes leached lead into the water supply as a result, leading to a corresponding rise in the blood lead levels of residents and children. There is speculation that the water switch also played a role in an outbreak of Legionnaire's disease in the city. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, in a January 2016 emergency administrative order, directed Flint and the state of Michigan to address the water crisis. Among its mandates was for the city to determine a safe, long-term, financially sustainable drinking water source. Flint's Municipal Law Department agreed with the State Environmental Department and consented to the plan to move forward with Great Lakes Water Authority water. But in an unusual move, the City Council hired its own attorney and intervened in the case. More. Little Miss Flint says Trump broke his promise. More. Judge Ock's $87 million settlement in Flint water lawsuit. Among the city's arguments was that the dispute between the city and state regulator doesn't raise a federal question that should be heard in U.S. District Court, and that the court cannot order a public legislative body to approve a contract. Flint Mayor Karen Weaver in April recommended the city continue with the Great Lakes Water Authority as its primary water source, with Karen-Yundi as a backup source. The move, she said, would save residents from astronomical water rate increases and unforeseen circumstances of yet another water supply switch. The people of Flint have waited long enough for a reliable, permanent water source, and implementing my recommendation will provide that, Weaver said in a statement Tuesday. I appreciate Judge Lawson for recognizing there is no need to wait to make a decision that could have, and should have, been made months ago. We can only hope that now City Council will put the people of Flint first, and comply with the judge's order so we can move forward. Follow Keith Matheny on Twitter at Keith Matheny. Read or share this story http://susset.ly2x54xxc